Hi guys.
Hello people.
I'm Milena.
Lola.
And we're watching Vinland Saga.
It's 21.
I mean, we have 4 more episodes. So I would say after, before this one. After this one, 3 more episodes.
21.
21.
People, I will, so grateful that you made us watch this. We were very loud. This was never in the poll, you know what I mean? We just played it because, everyone was always talking about Vinland Saga. And, thank you for that. Really, I feel like it has healed something within me. But, why? You made me watch this after season 1, just season 1. Couldn't you have waited, before, the final season starts or something? Couldn't we have done that? Because, what the fuck am I gonna do now?
I thought, let's say that, the perfect timing for us was playing, let's say, Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan was perfect timing.
But actually it wasn't because it's...
Well, yes, but, that's their problem.
Exactly, that's their problem. Because, they decided that season 4 needed to be split in 4 parts, Part 1 of season 4, part 2 of season 4, a movie, a second movie, nothing is enough for them, So that's their problem. But that would be, let's say, the perfect time.
Yeah.
We can wait for 1 season, let's say 1 last season.
Sure.
That's great.
Sure.
Waiting 1 year for all the emotions to settle in, for me to be this is my favorite show, you know? But waiting through 2 at least years for season 3. And then waiting 2 at least years for season 4.
Oh my god, we'll be in our 30s watching season 4. We would have just crossed into fucking
Maybe
our
not.
30s.
Maybe not.
My god.
Say that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Look, I said we have to make this brief because we're limited on time and I want to speak about the episode when we watch it.
Yeah.
Where we left off on the love of my life making me as proud as he can. I mean, as always, but especially in the last episode, him picking himself up and going to Canute to stop further bloodshed if he can.
Yeah.
I love him for it. I will forever love him for it. I don't know how this is gonna go. It's gonna be so fucking weird to see them in the same scene now, knowing what they have become and how completely different they are as people, even though their goal is let's say the same in a way, but their approach and how they want to do things, it couldn't be further from the same. And I'm so excited to see how that conversation is gonna go. I feel like Canute's about to be shocked.
Yeah, and what they can actually achieve with that conversation when you think about it.
Yeah.
Because
achieve Snake being alive, please.
Because Carol is alive.
Carol is alive, yeah.
Carol is alive, and that is why Canute is going, because Carol is still alive.
Yeah. Why Thorfinn is going.
Yeah.
I mean, also Torgil is alive
also,
as well, but
exactly.
his hand was half severed.
Yeah, but
so I don't know if he's gonna wait until that heals until he makes some appearance, or is
I think we're gonna see him in this episode. Maybe. Yeah, but that's what Thorfinn wants to stop further bloodshed. But Torgil's not gonna stop that further bloodshed.
He doesn't have enough episodes fucking to cause more bloodshed.
But he's gonna want to if Canute continues fighting for this land.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna want to regardless.
But But I'm saying, he's not gonna stop.
That's true. Very true.
So that that would mean that Canute has to stop, and I can't see after all he has done in the last 2 episodes he's gonna stop.
Well, I mean, who are you gonna fight against? You have killed most of them. Most of them are farmers, and Carol is unconscious. Again, I don't know if when he wakes up, is he gonna realize, because he's gone mad, is he gonna realize what he has done, and from then is he just gonna be accepting of some type of peace, and then also suffer some consequences for these things, because not about the people that he sent to die, but about him going against Canute, because those are the only consequences he's gonna be able to suffer, basically. So I don't know
how exactly this episode end, honestly.
There's a lot of things. Snake survive.
Yeah, and the best way for us to find out is played. Exactly. Honestly.
The episode is called Courage.
That's my boy's courage.
Our child.
He went there, he's going there, and he said 100 men. Oh,
At least I'll come back alive. Imagine. He is correct.
Yeah.
He's absolutely correct.
Like, I would bet on him.
Without any issues, I would bet on him. You know, for better or for worse, Ashelot did make him an incredibly competent fighter.
Hi.
Oh my god, his eyes. His eyes and Thorfinn's eyes. I don't want to see Pater.
That's what I was afraid that this man is gonna be Pater. That's billions of bodies.
Oh, how I give a shit. Poor Vikings, how are they gonna rape women when they can't go and pillage? He literally has a devil on his shoulders at all times.
God, how much I was shocked when I found out that he killed his brother.
Same as Thorfinn, the dead bodies that he carries.
And Dread.
Yeah.
It's literally exactly the same. There's really interesting pair between them. This is so fucking tragic.
My sweet boy, let's concentrate on making something. See, it's like her looking down on you from heaven. Or like whatever they believe in. Is it because Thorfinn is not here? Is he seeing something? That was such a good scene with Canute and his father, his consciousness.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, like he's telling himself, you know, this is hell, and so like I have to do this, I have to bear it, I have to do these things.
In some way, he's in some scenes like that mocking himself.
Yeah.
For the way he thought
and
for the things that he thinks.
Yeah. Is old man Kettle still alive? I wouldn't want to be.
Oumar.
Hi, boy.
Oumar?
Oumar.
Oumar.
It's not. We did this already.
But like again, I want to say Oumar. Okay. You're not.
Boy, see what comes from this. See what comes from this. It's not glory. It's horror. It's just death.
He's already dead.
He wanted so much to like be a fighter and everything. All of these people, they were not even fighters.
God, Oumar could be such a good character.
It requires a lot of him. A lot for him to like...
Yeah.
You know, become like who potentially could be like, this is just too traumatic for him right now. Go on the front lines. Literally. Go yourself. God, I always hated her. I always knew it's the right thing to do.
He will die, and I don't want that. Oh. That's what I thought. Like, what can Thorfinn do?
Good men die because of fucking egos. Go out! You go out! Oh God, please. Please. It's yours. You're the eldest. I mean, technically it's gonna... Oumar? What?
You saw what they did to people.
I feel like I might cry. It's fine.
And you saw what they did to people.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No, he didn't.
Oh my god.
That's true, boy, but like... Yes, you were not the smartest then. And it's fine, we can make things better now. Don't get close to him.
No, 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 that's courage, yes. This is courage right now. Thank God.
What a beautiful
What a moment.
He is his father's son, but just like he had the courage to do the right thing that he thinks is the right thing. Oumar.
You did good.
Is he gonna live? Is he gonna be
you
fine?
You did fucking good. Let him go fight until he dies.
Could not care less. I wish someone kills him. Oumar. Oh my god, I'm so proud of him. He said this like 15 episodes ago.
Yeah. My sweet child. He's gonna be fine. Boy. I'm fine. Everything's gonna be good. From now on, you know?
My god. Is that the one that lost his eye? Shorty, you don't know who you're speaking. Look at his hands. He's showing such humility. God, everyone's so pathetic. Four years ago, God, fucking lifetime. He could take all of you on. All of you. My sweet boy, you're a better person than me. God, their pride and their ego. Tell him his name.
No! Yes, 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 yes. Thorfinn said so. God,
I just like the entire episode. I'm all chilled.
Yeah, me too. Why is it? I forgot.
Literally.
I fucking forgot.
Floki is not a thing in my existence that I think about. I love how these people think there's some honor and courage. They're pathetic. I have never seen a more pathetic group of people in my fucking life.
No, don't come there.
Sweetest. Well, now I have to defend him.
Literally. No. Oh god, I love everything.
それどういう賭けなんですか何発殴ったらおめえがベソ書いて逃げ出すかをかけてんのさ死亡および気絶含む一番人気は10発以下だ
My boy. Are you gonna keep taking punches?
自分に俺が勝っても金はいりませんその代わり
I need to do it.
王陛下とお話をさせていただきますいい根性だだが10発以下にかけるなんて虫のいいことは許さねえぞじゃあ100発だな
You can take it.
100発耐えればお前の勝ちだお前の命をもらう
This is gonna be horrifying.
God, I hate them. No. I mean,
トルフィお前がそこまでする義理があんのか
It's people.
これは戦争なんだ
He can take 100 punches for people not dying.
勝手に戦わせておけばいいだろうこの農場に流れ着いてよかったと思ってる戦以外何も知らない俺を旦那様にパテールさん大旦那様も見放さずよくしてくれたお前とだって出会えたお前だって本当は分かってるんだろう受けたご恩をこのまま返せないままでいいのか殴られるのにもコツがある俺は殴られ慣れてる
Ridiculous. Is it ridiculous?
no, I mean, I was right. We should have just made it 4 episodes. Easy. Like, it would be so easy for me not to watch next 3 weeks and then watch 3 episodes. It would be so much easier.
We have suggested it to people and people said no. What can I tell you? This is the 2nd season of the show that, like, is gonna have... I don't fucking know how many. I don't know, like, the manga is not even over yet, right? So, like, it's gonna have, like, let's say 4 or 5 seasons. This is like...
That's what people have told us from the beginning, that it's gonna have 4 or 5 seasons.
This is, like, literally my top 5 favorite shows of all time. I am on season 2. I don't understand this. Like, I'm like, my top 5 has more than 5 at this point. But this is everything I ever want in a story and more, and they just deliver every fucking time. Like we were talking about, like this episode is gonna be easier than the previous or whatever. Like it can be just like not as emotional or something. Like there's no such thing. Like every fucking episode hits me like a ton of bricks from like the place that I don't expect it to hit, and it's just like continuously. I get so shocked and amazed by it.
But this is type of emotion that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Not the previous ones. When a slave girl does not deserve anything, that's exhausting type of emotion. That's the type of emotion that is very important, and it was very well taught, written.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't enjoy that. This I enjoy. No?
I mean, this is the type of emotion where like
I'm so
just
proud
like you're
of
crying
this.
from the happiness of you're just like so proud of so many people.
Exactly, I'm proud of all of them, but most of all my boy. You know, most of all my fucking boy.
As always.
Yeah, and I loved everything in this episode.
This was
every
ridiculous.
Single storyline.
This was so ridiculous. Like I had chills throughout.
Yeah, we have, let's say, 3 big storylines, starting with Canute and his conversation in his head that he has with his consciousness.
I loved that.
Yeah, I mean, every scene that we have like that, and it's been many, is, in my opinion, very great, like, well done, well thought of.
Yeah.
Everything that his father tells him.
Yeah.
Is, in my opinion, very interesting for Canute, you know?
Yeah.
Especially where he was and the reasons he started doing all of this. Yeah. Oh my god, when I remember what a good scene it was when he heard Thorfinn's
oh
name,
my god,
and when he touched his car. Those are the things that, like, I kind of for a second forget.
Yeah.
You know, like, for a second there, just like before, like, I forgot about the scar. I forgot about that was their last interaction. That, like, when Ashalad died, when he killed Ashalad, that's when that, like, what that did to Thorfinn.
Yeah.
And that he is the one who cut him. Yeah. I mean, that Ashalad also, his dad change Thorfinn, but also Canute's storyline tremendously. Yeah. He is who he is because of Ashalad in some ways, you know. Yeah. I mean, in every way, because, like, Ashalad killed his father. I mean, not that Ragnar. Ashalad killed Ragnar, and that changed everything in him, you know.
Yeah. So
just that moment when he heard his name, and we saw, like, it was even before he touched the scar, we saw it was close up of the scar, and I remembered it hit me with a tons of bricks. Honestly, I was fucking shocked.
Yeah, I mean, just the facial expression that Canute had, because, like, for this entire time that we've seen him, he kind of has the same expression.
Yeah.
And, like, he hears the name and, like, he, like, immediately stops.
Yeah.
Dead in his shack.
And like, he doesn't want to see him.
What do you think? I have, like, so many theories in my head.
That's so good in my opinion.
I have so many theories in my head as to, like, why he specifically doesn't want to see him. And, like, I have no fucking clue what it is. Like, I don't know if he is because, like you said in the beginning, he's like his father is speaking to him, but, like, that's his self-consciousness. And, like, I don't know if that's, like, he is in a way mocking himself. Yeah. And, like, I don't know if he doesn't want to see someone like Thorfinn who, like, the last time he saw him, he was, like, a different man, and, like, even in the meantime, like, he changed in some way, but, like, still things didn't necessarily pan out the way that he thought they would. And so, like, seeing someone like Thorfinn from his past could, like, bring about something like that makes him have to reevaluate what he is, like, actually doing, you know, not reevaluate, but just like he is mocking himself. And I feel like Thorfinn is gonna be, like, also would be, like, that part of like, just seeing him that would make it.
I would say that's the most of it.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, everything around Ashalad maybe potentially as well, but I think the most of it is that, like, I can't say he would be ashamed. I can't say that, because, like, he is accepting everything he is doing, and he's doing it, and he wants it. Yeah. You know.
And again, he is justifying it. Like, he says, like, this is basically hell on earth right now, and it's far from paradise that he wanted to create here. And like, I think he knows, like, you can't, like, he wanted to create paradise, and he is, like, standing here and looking at these dead people, and they're not just dead, like, their heads are gone, they're, like, split in half. It's monstrous. It's horror. Like, it's so far beyond anything that's, like, good. It's literally hell on fucking earth, you know.
And he knows that that's what Ashal died for. In that moment, because, like, he believed that he is gonna be the one who is gonna bring paradise to the earth, basically.
I mean, Ashalad died because, like, he saw something in him that's gonna be at least enough to protect whales for him, you know. And, like, he had some type of, like, faith that he is gonna be able to, like, take on that role and responsibility, and he did. And things get out of hand because, you know, heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Yeah, but that's what I mean when I say, like, he basically Ashal basically died for that, you know. And here he is. Look what he is in some ways bringing to the earth. You know, what he brought about, you know. So I think in some ways he would be ashamed of that. You know, at least that's what at least that's how I see it at this moment, and that's how I see all of this conversation that he has in his head. You know, because he's constantly justifying it, and he knows that how it looks like. But he wants it. I think he wants to be the one who is gonna bring paradise to the earth.
I mean, yeah, this is also like a very, let's say, selfish endeavor in a way, because he's like, I'm gonna be the one, like I'm the chosen one, I'm gonna bring this, you know. And I think that, you know, it's a reason why he sees his father's face telling him all this, because his father was the one that told him, like, you know, something along the lines of like that. How when you wear the crown it's different, and how it corrupts you, how you're gonna do a lot of things to keep the power, you know. And he is like keeping the power because, you know, he is telling to himself that he is like, let's say, the best person to have it. Like if someone's gonna have the power, I should be the one, because like I want to bring good to earth.
I mean, in some ways he is, again, I say it millions of times, in some ways he is changing it, because like just in this episode we had a scene with him when Floki came to meet him, and he said like, oh, we can take houses, like my men are tired of sleeping in tents, and like Canute said, no, I'm gonna give you prize for what you have done, like what you have achieved, but like I want whole farm. I mean, I don't want you to, you know,
I'm not gonna let you pillage
it.
I'm not gonna let you do that, which is like what the Vikings do.
Exactly.
And he is not allowing that. So like, I mean, there's a lot of like, let's say, good things about Canute's reign. Like, I think that's perfectly, like we said this millions of times, like he did become king in the best way possible. Like he killed his brother. Fucking, that's heartless. But like no one else died. You know, no one else had to die for him to take the crown, you know. So like him acquiring power, and like other kings would just like send people to die to acquire that power, you know, to become more powerful. So like in a way he is doing it in a better way, you know, but like he is still doing it because like he wants that power. I think there's something very fascinating about like him not wanting to speak to Thorfinn, but like they're gonna he's gonna maybe be forced to. That's gonna be wow.
Yeah, and to me it was also interesting, the like wolves.
Yeah, Wolf kept looking at Thorfinn.
Wolf's expression, even before when he heard that, when Thorfinn said, when Canute said, no, I don't want to talk to him, he looked at him weirdly. And even after that, he watched closely at Thorfinn when he decided to take those 100 punches. Which is very interesting in my opinion. And also we had in that scene Floki as well, that we completely forgot that he's the one actually who killed Thors, and that, like, that he knows Thorfinn and stuff like that. That was also...
like you forget that he doesn't literally know that, like, the reason why his father is dead, like why Asheld killed him, is because like he got orders from Floki. A fucking coward. Floki the coward. You know, it's not like it's we see him just in the background. He's not that important of a character, you know. So like in those moments when you kind of forget that he was so crucial in that beginning to like Thorfinn's life being forever changed. It like really hits you because like this fucking guy, you know. Incredible.
We also had that scene with Thorfinn when he came there.
How do I keep loving him more? Like, I really feel like I've reached the peak of how I could love something. And, like, somehow we go further.
To me, with him, it's not just love. It's even the
proudness.
way I'm proud
it's
of
like,
him.
It's proud
like,
so
I have never in my life been more proud I'm proud for someone.
Like, I know, like, it's... I felt a lot of pride I remember watching Full Metal, and like I felt a lot of proudness, if that's a word, for Ed and Al, you know. But just like because it's such a different story about like what they went through, and Thorfinn's is much like darker, and like the subjects that we're talking about are darker and everything. Like it makes that like even more apparent. Just like being so proud of someone coming this far from like. He was like he didn't hit rock bottom. It was like fucking rock bottom. It was like 50 feet of nothing, and like him, like he was so far he was so far down. And for someone like him to come this here
and to become this person, to manage this, to grow into the person like this, that's why I could not, if he didn't have a childhood like he did, he would never be able to get here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I would never be able to be as proud as I am, because even despite of everything that he has been through and everything that he has been taught, he managed to become the best person alive, which is fascinating after everything that he has done. And I cannot tell you how much I love the conversation that he had with Einar. First, I love my boy Einar as well. He ran there. He wanted to
he
stop.
ran with everything in him.
Yeah, and then Thorfinn told him why he is so happy that he came here on the farm, because it brought his life better. It finally, because I remember Thorfinn in the beginning, he said the sentence that nothing nice has ever happened to him, and those few people showed him kindness, and that's the reason why he wants to repay it.
Yeah.
And why he wants to save all those people from more deaths, you know?
Yeah. Just what a beautiful message. What a beautiful message of how those things not pay out, but pay out. You know, someone showed him kindness, and because of that, he was able to become better so that he can show kindness to other people. And again, what a beautiful message. It is always the thing with this show. It sounds like you the most a beautiful message and the meaning of life, which is just so very simple, which is basically just do good and be kind and do the best you can, and that's all you can do. You can never change anything fully, but you can always try and be the best that you can be, and it's very simple. And so he is there because people showed him kindness, people forgave him, people gave him this other chance, people gave him the opportunity to become a better person and try to create a better world just by being himself, just by doing the best that he can. It is the most incredible, it is the most fucking incredible story. Yeah. I don't know what to do with it. He keeps hitting me out of nowhere, and it talks about, yes, he doesn't have to do this. Yes, he can just go to Iceland. Really, he doesn't, let's say he doesn't owe it. If he doesn't want to, he can just leave, you know, he can, and that would be fully within his right, and no one would blame him for it. And yet he stays, you know. And I think, you know, there's this saying where people say you don't owe anything to anyone, but I feel like we do, just inherently by being people. I feel that you owe people kindness, and I think it's cold to think that you don't. And I don't think that that's the way that the world should work. So when people show kindness even when they don't have to, that does a lot, that changes a lot, because he didn't have to stand there, he didn't have to go do this, and yet he does, you know. I'm
so happy that he does.
I will love him
and
forever.
I love
for
everything that he said. And after that, I was just waiting for him to mention how this has changed his life and made it better, because these people showed him kindness, and the fact that he met Einar made it better. I was just waiting for that, and I am my favorite relationship of this show. I have so much love for the two of them, you know.
Yeah, I'm just everyone, and it always. I always remember that line from Kettle. It is from Old Man Kettle. It has always stuck to me. When Thorfinn says that he is basically empty, you know, from everything that has happened, and he, you know, he just shows kindness to this kid that he doesn't know, and says well, that just means that you have so many things that you can just put within you. That was such a beautiful way. I have rarely heard so many beautiful lines that are spoken that could impact people who are just watching in different ways. You know, everyone struggles with something.
Yeah.
Just listening to that is the most beautiful. It is the most beautiful thing. And so he is there, and he does not want to fight, and he is incredibly kind and reasonable to the guy in front of him who has such a big ego. He is a better person than I am. I would have just I could not be this But he's enlightened. I could not be this enlightened, you know? I can only fucking try to strive to be like Thorfinn, honestly.
I mean, of course, but like Thorfinn has been that person.
Yeah.
You know, so like he knows now better, he survived better, and he wants to be the best person that he can possibly be.
So he takes the punches and he says, I bet on myself.
Yeah.
And that like also holds a lot of weight because like, you know, just like 15 episodes ago, he thought that he should just die and like that there is no point in him living. And now he says like, I bet on myself.
Yeah.
That like that he has faith in him and that like what is 100 punches? Like he will take that gladly. If it means some people, he can save some people and some people don't have to die. He has killed so many people. What is 100 punches?
Yeah.
Like he's about to get beaten and like I feel like I will feel every punch for him. But like I am so proud of every punch that he takes and like he is not even gonna fucking feel it considering everything that he went through. What a scene.
Yeah.
What a moment.
I can't wait to see the continuation of this. And of course the conversation that he has with Canute.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so good.
We also had the scenes with Oumar. What a character development that was. Another person I am so proud of, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I think we talked about this, you know, whenever we see Oumar and whenever he has something with a storyline, you know, we always seen him. And he was always like so eager to fight, but it was like the same way that like Thorfinn was eager to fight or like Ari when, you know, when the army came, like you don't understand. Like you don't understand the cost of it. You don't understand anything. So like it was always like rude but like that's not the worst thing you can be in this fucking world. Like he was a brat, he was rude.
I mean the way he was raised, you know.
Yeah, and like he is still very young and like he feels in this culture that you're raised in, like let's say your honor is everything. Like you have to honor your honor above your life or anyone else's life, which is worse, you know.
So the fact that he got to the point where he said that he does not care about honor of the Norseman, like just tells you everything that you need to know.
Like the first scene we like kind of saw him on, the first scenes that we saw was him just looking at this horror and just like this suffering. Like there's this person who does not have hands and who is telling him, please take care of my daughter. And like at that point I'm like thinking, because like it seems like this man is about to die and he's gonna bleed out. I'm like thinking maybe just like reassure him that you will, because like he's gonna die. And I'm thinking, you know, this is too much for him. Like he is in no state now to offer someone else like comfort when he is like losing his mind. Seeing this and like he was just vomiting, he couldn't do it, he couldn't handle it. And then like you see that he is the one that is gonna have to make this choice. That's what the old man Carol said. And he entered. And it was like, that was 5 seconds before he spoke about what he wanted to do. And I felt those 5 seconds were like eternity to me. Because like I thought there was one or two ways where this is gonna go. Either he steps up and does the right thing. And like I hoped so much for it. So or like I thought, you know, his brother is there. And like the way that he was raised. And like maybe he just doesn't find the courage to do the right thing. I thought like, and like I couldn't have blamed him in that moment, just like being scared and being everything. I couldn't, like, I feel bad for him. I really feel bad for him. He is not a bad guy at all. He doesn't have it in him, you know.
Honestly, that moment I thought he was gonna do the right thing. I mean, the progression through the whole season like showed us that like that's his outcome, and that's why I said like he could have such a good storyline in my opinion, if it goes that way. And I just think it's so good. I just thought maybe Torgil is not gonna accept that and respect that or stuff like that.
I thought like he was gonna say no, but maybe like not be fully like, let's say, could, if his brother started like shouting at him, no, let's do this, I feel like he would have maybe like succumbed to it. I thought like maybe that could be a thing that would happen.
No, I just thought maybe Torgil is gonna go his own way and start a fight and stuff like that, but that didn't mean anything to me. To me, the only important part was like that Oumar stood for what he believes in and for what he feels, and he did. And again, that moment when he said that, like that he doesn't care about honor of Norsemen, you know. was also such a cathartic moment in this episode. And after that, when old man Kettle said like to Kettle, he again repeated what he said a few episodes back about how power and money and all of that can corrupt you and stuff like that.
Yeah, because like you keep just wanting more and more.
Exactly. And then he said like maybe all of this, something along the line, maybe all of this, it should
at
be
least maybe it wasn't for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like your son now became a man.
What a moment.
God.
What a fucking moment.
No, like that whole thing, like when he said, basically shivering, "We'll surrender," and like I know I am. He said something like I'm a coward and whatever, and I'm afraid of people dying, and I'm afraid of myself dying. And he just said everything so honestly, and he did the right thing, and like it made me so emotional for him, because like we always said that he is very much more like his father Kettle, who is like also like him, doesn't want to fight, doesn't think they should fight and everything, but like doesn't say the right thing, is hiding behind, it's hiding behind so that people would still think that he has this like, I don't know, that he's strong or whatever. And this kid is like 10 times the man that his father was, because he says it.
And 10 times more.
He finds the courage. He said like that he doesn't have courage, but he finds the courage to not do what they think that he should do, and he says it in front of his brother, who he wanted to be like.
Yeah.
And like even when Torgel came to him and started talking about, like, I felt like the things that he told him were like good in the terms of like comforting him, because like he said, this is all because of me, like this is all because like my pride was hurt, and so like I lashed out. And Torgil said, if it wasn't you, it would have me or dad, like doesn't matter. Canute set his eyes on this farm, so it was gonna be something, they just used you. And he said like I wasn't courageous enough to like take their insults and be quiet, because like it takes courage to do that. It takes courage to know that like that's what Thorfinn is doing. Thorfinn is taking the punches. Like this guy is being incredibly rude to him. He is not doing anything about it because like it's not worth it, and he has enough realization to know that like he didn't have the courage to just like take it, because like that's weak to me. For you to lash out because like someone hurts your pride, like that's to me is the weakest you can get. So like Torgil told him like it would have been me or dad or whatever, so like you're a warrior, let's do it. Not your warrior, but like he like, let's do it, let's fight. And he's like, no. And like I couldn't have felt more proud of him in that moment. He fucking stood his ground even when being challenged by his brother, the
person he was most afraid of.
And he started going towards Canute to surrender. And like I love that Snake was like, I'll come with you, and he told him I am not gonna look down on you, because like Snake, he is not looking down on him at all.
No.
He is not, like, I feel like he has never been like more impressed by him. And I haven't ever been more like, I always hoped that he was gonna have this progression of a storyline, because like you see that he doesn't have like a bad heart, and that he could just like, if he sees things and understands the consequences of things, that he can be a good person, that he can choose the right side.
And he did, and I'm so happy.
I could not be fucking happier. I don't know where Torgil is. I can't even be concerned about this now.
I think everything is gonna turn out okay.
I hope so. I like, my ideal case scenario is like that he comes with some like that Oumar and Canute, along with like Thorfinn being there, can come with some type of a like, let's say, solution that like they can still work on the farm and like give most to the king and whatever, and like that Snake is gonna still be there on the farm, and that they're just gonna take care of their people, because like that's the most important thing. So many people have died for what? For nothing. Like just like give them enough so they can live and be like comfortable, and like that's like so peaceful, like of course it's not fair that Canute is like taking their farm away. Of course nothing there is fair, but like it's more important to keep people alive than it is to fight over land, or over honor. and I would like that would be my ideal case scenario, and that's where Snake would remain, and I would
be
love that so much.
For all the characters.
I would love that so much.
We only have 3 more episodes to find that out and to see that.
What a season. Truly, what a season, what a show, what characters, what beauty. I'm no words for it.
Okay, guys.
Thank
you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.